If you to think, no, ang dami. Isa executive department pa lang. Tingnan natin yung mga disallowances. If you will look at the COA website, ay grabe yan. And it talks about billions, ha? Pero hindi yan importante sa kanila. Kasi importante sa kanila, ito pong OBP. Ito pong confidential funds because they wanted to get rid of her. Because they know for a fact that in 2028, ayan, magsisimula po ang true accountability.
Dito po sa next topic naman regarding pa rin kay Romualdez kasi 8 sa Brave 18
Yes.
na mga
Walo sa
salaysay
Brave 18.
ay gagamitin against kay Speaker Romualdez. So ibig sabihin may bigat sa paningin ng ombudsman. Pero bakit walang bigat sa paningin ng Senado na muling ibalik ito para mas malaliman pa na magkaroon ng investigasyon, buksan siya, yung meron pang Brave 14 plus 4, meron pang Valiant 7 ba yun? Or yung Fearless
Fearless
14. Marami silang, ano pong masasabi niyo po rito, Attorney?
Oh, well, it is, sabi nga ni Alan Peter Queta, no? But this is part of what we call a cover up because they really do not want that these people will be testifying, no? They do not want to hear the whole story, no? That's the problem. And bubuksan pa ba? Sabi nga ni Erwin Tulfo is mag-move on na tayo. Na natin yan. Meron pa tayong ibang mas bagay na importante. But hindi tapos eh. Now, you know, ang end result kasi, yung pagpapatupad sa pag-deliver ng pera, yung pagpapatupad po sa pagbibigay kahit kanino-kanino, was achieved, no? Through these people. Sila yung nag-deliver eh. Now, yung start, that testimony ni Saldico, we corroborate it. And the testimonies of those during the time nila Diskaya as well as pati yung ibang state witness would corroborate everything. Maganda sana kung i-allow nila na tanungin ito, wag sanang pangunahan na these people are incredible or hindi daw credible witnesses, mas magandang pakinggan before you judge that these people are not credible witnesses. Kasi otherwise, if you keep on rejecting them to testify in this forum dito sa Blue Ribbon Committee, it only shows that may sinasabi ni Senator Peter Alan Cayetano na meron talagang tangkang pagko-cover up sa katotohanan.
Oo. Tsaka malinaw ba ito na selective justice kasi nakita nila, oy, maganda magamit ito against kay Speaker, gamitin na lang natin.
Yes, of course. Selective naman talaga ang ginagawa ng hustisya dito. Because as I said, wala pa akong nakita na allied force nila na meron ng kaso at taga-kulong ngayon for plunder or kahit anong case. Wala. In fact, yung 1 billion suit na civil case na dismiss pa nga. So what I'm trying to say is that there is none. No? If really there is justice, it should be fair for all. Because nga, ang Lady of Justice natin nakapiring. It should not choose sino po ang papailan ng kaso, sino po ipapakulong. Everybody, whether kaalyado ng administration, kalaban ng administration, kritiko ng administration, or sino man, wala dapat pinipili. Walang kinikilingan. Ang sabi nga niya, no one is above the law, show to us that really no one is above the law. Walk the talk. Ang problema, kung optics lang yung sinasabi, it is a clear case na talagang meron pong selective justice or tawag nating selective persecution.
Opo. Dito naman tayo sa sinasabing surprise witnesses. Sa panig po ba ng depensa, pwede bang makagawa ng mga ganyan na hindi sa prosecution ba dapat obligado sila ilahad yung kanilang magiging witnesses? Sa panig ba ng depensa pwede nilang itago kasi meron silang sinasabi dito na parang for safety rin ng kanila pong magiging mga witnesses?
Alam mo kasi ganito yan eh, in sa regular criminal procedure natin, wala na po kasi yung surprise witnesses. You have to list down everything, all your witnesses para wala nang sorpresa. That is how it works right now in sa regular courts. But however, ang proceeding sa impeachment nga sui generis they may agree on that. But I think hindi dapat sabihin ang surprise witness. Pwede po kasi ibigay ang pangalan para hindi po baguhin. They say, for example, ang witness niya si Attorney Bato, pero hindi dapat malaman, they have to say that these are my witnesses that I will be testifying, pero ibibigay yun doon sa korte para to keep it. Para later on, if they call a person, pag hindi yun siya, iba na naman itinawag ninyo. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang basta-basta as it will come, pipili lang ako sino mag-testify. You have to identify them. Might not be necessary that it will be placed in a pretrial order, but at least its identity will be given to the court to be opened later on to determine if these people were part of those mentioned. Kasi iba po yung secret surprise witness kaysa newly discovered witness. Okay, parang or forgotten witness, ay, dapat giisali natin doon siya, hindi pwede yon. So that kind of witness should have been existing already at the time. Hindi yung pwedeng afterthought na lang dahil nakalimutan, gagamitin na tuloy siyang as surprise witness.
Huling topic na lamang po, Attorney.
Go ahead, sir.
Nakakuha ng unmodified COA audit opinion ang OVP. Ito ng pang-apat na sunod-sunod na sinasabing magandang rating na pinakamataas na rating na binibigay ng
Yes.
COA. Bakit pinipilit pa rin na kini-question yung pag-handle ng pondo sa OVP?
Yes, sir. Because at that time kasi, sa akin opinion ito, na-trap kasi talaga si BP noon eh. Remember that these confidential funds were given by the Office of the President. Hindi ito part sa ni-request nila na ilagay sa kanilang pondo ha. And it was given 11 days na lang maiwan so that kailangan ma-disburse. It was a trap. I think it was even a design already for them that matrap si BP. Siyempre gagastusin niya. They later on gagamitin sa kanya. So where there was already a plan to use this to her. Without that, no, I think there is no problem. She might have received an unmodified also doon sa year na yon, no? But it would show really, but the 4 years na talagang wala talagang kalokohan itong ginagawa ang Office of the Vice President. Talagang sakto po ang pagpapatupad na lahat po ng budget na meron sila, talagang nasa ayos, no? So pinipipilit po nila, no, na because of that particular issue. And take note, no, ang findings pa naman doon ng COA sa confidential funds initially was that it should have been proper reporting lang. And then you do it. Wala pong sinasabi no na disallow na meron pong misappropriation and recommended for prosecution. Ganyan kasi usually ang COA, no, they recommend for prosecution. Wala. You report it properly, kaya bigla na lang nung ginamit na lang ito siya, bigla na lang po siya naging in-optics ng optics na parang masamang-masama ang dating, no? Hanggang sinakyan, hanggang naabot po doon sa time na yung on appeal, yung commissioners or yung members sa COA is i-deny po yung appeal. And yun nga, meron pa talagang issue na isa doon is asawa daw ng involved dito sa contractor sa flood control. Yun ang mga kwento, no? So, mas lalo pong naging magulo. Now, with this unmodified na mga COA opinion given to the Office of the Vice President, this can be used also as an evidence to prove, no, na talagang with respect to reporting and sa compliance sa COA rules, sumusunod po talaga ang Office of the Vice President. This is a good thing to be used, no, as a proof by the defense.
Oo, kung walang selective, sinasabi ng gobyerno, dapat yung walang mga ganitong grado, yun ang kanilang imbestigahan ng todo-todo rin.
Ang dami, Admar. If you to think, no, ang dami. Isa executive department pa lang. Tingnan natin yung mga disallowances. If you will look at the COA website, ay, grabe yan. And it talks about billions, ha? Pero hindi yan importante sa kanila. Kasi importante sa kanila, ito pong OBP. Ito pong confidential funds because they wanted to get rid of her. Because they know for a fact that in 2028, ayan, magsisimula po ang true accountability.
Fearless forecast, sakali pong na lagpasan ito ng Pangalawang Pangulo dahil sinasabi nga pahirapan din yung pag-convict sa kanya na 16 makakuha. After nito, masasabi na bang wala na? Alam na kung ano magiging resulta sa 2028?
Definitely. Definitely. Anyone against the administration would even win, no? How much more CBP Inday Sara wherein all the people, ang taong bayan po nasa kanya, no? And well, uh, it's a matter of time. And I believe na malampasan niya ito kasi ang problema talaga ang threshold, no? Na problema ng prosecution paano magkuha ng 16 unless Admar they will move that kailangan po ng kailangan ng naibaba ang threshold na naman, no, because they will be pushing that, no? Because mayroong mga sabi-sabi na only functioning senators may be counted to be part of this two-thirds, no? Kaya nga ang dapat for me my opinion, my fearless opinion is that the defense should take that up during this July 6 to know ano ba talaga ang conviction na isusunod natin? Two-thirds of the members of the Senate, which is 24, or are you going to lower it? Para magkaklaruhan na. Para kung magsabi sila ng decision na gano'n, then it may be raised to the Supreme Court at tanungin kung ano ba talaga ang threshold na kailangan. Kasi hindi pa ito na itatanong. And when it may suspend indeed the proceedings sa impeachment, then that's how it is, no? Because meron na pong iba-iba silang opinion. For me, ang opinion ko is two-thirds of the members of the Senate involves all the members of the Senate who are still sitting or who are still senators of the Republic.
Attorney Amping, ingat sa pagbiyahe. Sa ulitin, maraming
Salamat,
sa mga
brother.
oras. Si Attorney.
Walay problema
Si
all the
Attorney.
time. Thank you so much, guys.
Opo, si